pendulum. Now, if you don't have a pendulum, you can use a necklace with a weight on it, like a pendant, something like that. And if you wear it a lot to touching your body, it adds your energy to it. So when we're doing a pendulum reading, it is for yes, no, even maybe kind of answers, but we really want those yes, nos. So we need to make sure that we are neutral, which is really hard if we're doing it for ourselves, to come from a neutral place. But we want to do that. Our feet flat on the ground, that we're sitting in a really nice place. We have set our intention. We have opened up and we have called in our guide to work with us. Now we want to make sure that if we're using a pendulum, that we're not influencing, so when our hands not wobbling. So you can put it on, if you have a banana stand or something that's like that, you can put it on something like that where you know you're not doing anything to influence it, or you rest your elbow on something and you need to get yourself nice and still and straight and make sure your pendulum is not moving. Now you can program your pendulums, but in this video we're not going to talk about programming it. We're just going to talk about setting it up, so when we don't know how to program and what we want to do. So I'm going to say you'll get a piece of paper, and when you get a piece of paper, I'm just going to open up the whiteboard here, which will be my piece of paper. And all you want to do is on your piece of paper, and you'll sit it on your table, you're going to draw a line that goes this way. Look at that. That's not a great line. And that can be your yes. Well, obviously I need to do computer writing a little bit more because this is some crazy looking yeses. And then, oh my goodness, look at that. We would obviously want a straighter no line than that. That's terrible. Anyway, let's just assume, oh, look, that's not much better either. And that's our piece of paper. That's what we have. And then what we want to know, so if this is going to be our direction that our pendulum is going to go for the answers. So if our pendulum, when we ask a question, and you're going to close your eyes when you do it, you're going to ask your yes, no question. If your pendulum, let's just change colors. If your pendulum goes like this way, backwards and forwards like that, your answer is yes. If when you ask your question, your pendulum goes like this direction, assuming that you're here, right? So it's going like this, your answer is no. If your pendulum goes like this or like this is going to be a maybe. And I'm going to say we need to start again or rephrase our question. So if it's not going in a direction, let's change colors. If it's going like this, or it could be spinning, rephrase your question. Make it simpler, make it more direct. Also be aware that we can ask too many questions in one sitting. So be really aware of that. So ideally, I like to limit it to 3 maximum and then just stop, right? Because we can get kind of crazy with our pendulum. So we don't want to be like that. So we hold it so it's nice and stable. We make sure that we are neutral. Even though we might be asking a question for us, we want to be in a really neutral place. It's stable. It can be a pendulum like this, doesn't really matter, or it can be a necklace with something on the end of it that is kind of connected to you, so something that you wear all the time. And then you're going to ask your question, really direct, really concise, where we can get a yes, no. Now, sometimes it'll move a little bit, so it might just be like a little bit like this. Sometimes it can be crazy. It can, whoo, right? It just can. So the more it swings, the stronger it is yes or no. And you can even ask it, if it's only moving a little bit and you're not sure, and we've given it a little bit of time and it's still not moving a lot, ask it to make it more. Just like make it more until you're at a point where you're like, I'm pretty sure I know that the answer is a yes, or I'm pretty sure I know the answer is no. And then ask it to stop, because it will. So really great way to just get really simple answers that are yes and no. And it's by using a pendulum or by using something that works like a pendulum. So give it a go and let me know how it works for you.